Welcome back to the back nine coverage of 2020 Lost Valley Open, provided by Gatekeeper Media, presented by Discmania and Birdie Disc Golf. We have some exciting stuff happening. I'm Steve Bro, course designer and TD, co-TD with Mike Carmen, and I am joined here by Dustin Keegan.
Yeah, this is awesome. Andrew Fish came out of the gate swinging, but had a costly bogey there on hole 9, so Simon has a 3-stroke lead going into the final 9.
And this is the part of the course that you can really start to run. We get back to the original layout of the course. Everything out here is birdieable, but some of the stuff is bogeyable as well. So it's a matter of really putting it together. And Simon with a 3-stroke lead, as you said, over Andrew Fish. Those guys are kind of in their own world right now, fighting this thing out. And then yourself and Robert are right behind him. Kyle is really putting pressure on you guys from the second car.
Yeah, Kyle and I are really fighting for that third place finish. Fish seems to have enough gap there that he's not really worried about us coming up from behind.
Then we got Brinster and we got Devin and Dylan here that are on the chase.
Wow, look at that. Connor Indy with an 8 under front 9. Impressive to jump up. All right, Kyle just looking to throw it just short of that green to approach. Oh, no.
And that's the costly mistake on this hole, is you have to choose to be aggressive. There is no middle road with this hole. You've got to either lay it up or you got to be aggressive. Steve going super aggressive roller.
Wow, going roller right at the hazard and the green.
And is that going to curl off? It
off.
is. There's a hazard over there, though, too.
Wow. Steve going risky, but it paid off. Yeah. He should have a routine up and down. Ooh, Devin's going aggressive.
Yeah, a good shot.
Which is perfect.
Yep, really good shot out of Devin, and we'll see if Dylan certainly has the power to be able to go for this, but he's gonna lay it up, not necessarily on the right side of where you want to lay up to though, because you do have some trees and some different areas in the way getting to that green, because it's a tight little tunnel to get in there. Oh,
Devin with a beautiful looking approach. That should have a tap in for birdie.
And here's where it comes into some trouble here. Dylan's really got to shape something to get it up into that green area.
Yeah, it's a small gap. Oh, and he throws it perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Steve trying to match those guys. This is a hole you really want to birdie.
Oh, wow.
It's the second easiest hole on the course.
And he's not blocked by that tree. He should be fine. Kyle, unfortunately, taking the penalty stroke by going on the green there. He's going to lay that up. My hope is that he's going to be able to tap that in. Everybody seems to be pretty close to the basket here.
Oh, no, sit down. Oh, Steve.
And he's going to have to go down and putt that. I mean, the opportunity is there for that to roll OB.
Oh, semi-bid. Oh, man, tough bogey there for Steve. He really looking to make a move on this back 9.
Yeah, he got fortunate with that roller that it stayed in bounds, but did not finish the hole the way that he wanted to. And here's Kyle. He's going to be trying to pick up his par here, and he does.
Yeah, good time. Take his time, and you can see the wind is picking up a little bit, so there's no rush here. Focus in, make your putt.
Easy birdies for Dylan and Devin sitting right there under the basket. And not to discount what you just said about Connor Indy shooting an 8 down through 9. Connor's certainly making some waves locally here. Discmania sponsored player, and just young, getting into his game, and man, he can throw a mile.
Yeah, 8 through 9 is smoking hot.
So let's take a look at hole number 10. Really, the drive is going to be a controlled shot. You have to choose to be aggressive or not. Some of these guys you can see, Simon can certainly get over this green. We saw it on the first round that we played here for him, and had a really good eagle look. So we'll see if he gets aggressive again.
Yeah, knowing that it's Sunday, I decided to go aggressive, but just didn't throw it straight into the hazard, unfortunately.
Okay. Yep, I wasn't sure if you were going to be short of that hazard or if it was going to go in. Simon going for it, putting
Falls
everything
to
on the
knees.
line. He's so aggressive off the tee.
Wow, he threw that so far. That was like a 600-foot shot up the hill. It's insane. So he's going to be dealing out of the rough, but all he has to do is get up and down for his birdie.
It was like he was praying for that to turn left. Come on. And here's Rob. Again, Rob, sneaky power, good player.
Oh, he's just playing smart golf there. Smooth, right to the base.
Yep, really good shot from Rob. And Fish, I would assume at this point, is going to play conservative, just try to make sure he gets his birdie here.
Yeah.
Simon may be in a tricky position up there in the woods, so this might be an opportunity for Fish.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a look at Devin on hole 11. You're just looking to throw a big hyzer out there on the right side and have it come back towards the pin.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be short out of his hand. He
Yeah.
just didn't get the power that he wanted on the disc, and that's the tricky part, is you feel like you can throw a mid-range to the basket, which you can.
Yeah.
So it's really just how do you control the speed of your disc to get it close.
Ooh, I like the low route, playing the bounce. Oh, it just didn't get enough skip, but had a circle's edge for a birdie putt there.
See if Kyle can make the correction. He puts it out there really wide, but it looks like it's hooking back really on a good line here.
Oh, yeah. Kyle, perfect shot.
He's going to be 10 feet from the basket for birdie. That's what he needed after, getting par and throwing it up onto that green.
All right, Brinster, that was a little wide, but he got it high enough. It just doesn't look like it's going to carry enough. Yeah, over there near Dylan, about 30 feet left.
So back to hole 10, we got Fish really, really wanting to focus on this. He could feel himself getting distracted by something and backed off of it, get himself lined back up and throws an ideal shot under the basket.
Yeah, I really like when Fish does that. Don't need to force anything, just reset, throw your best shot. Rob just trying to miss that branch, and he does.
Perfect.
Yep. He's going to have I got that weird angle, but hit the gap perfectly.
Oh, no.
Oh, just brutal. Just brutal.
It looked like a really good approach shot. That's a
Yeah.
shame, but that's what this green can do, is you've got to make sure that,
Yep. Now I got a 50-footer back up the hill to save par.
You've been making all these.
Oh, yeah. Easy money all day today.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's so uphill.
working way harder than I want to, but I'll take a par.
Yeah, really, really good shot there. Way to capitalize on knowing that you can be aggressive running up that hill. You're going to have the rest of these guys are going to tap in. Simon with an easy birdie. Rob was right there at that tree as well, and Fish just basically showed everybody how to play the hole.
Yep, exactly. Now just clean up their birdies. Nice work by Rob. Fish with a drop in. Still a 3-stroke lead for Simon with 7 holes to play.
So here's Steve, again about 40, 45 feet outside. Gave it a good bid, but didn't hit anything.
Yep, Dylan right next to him. Dylan's going to really want to make this. Good effort.
Yeah, had the height right, just didn't hook in for him into the chains. Kyle sitting right next to the basket with an exceptional drive, the best of the group, and he's going to tap in his birdie.
Yeah. Great round going for Kyle. He's playing smooth golf, trying to fight for that third position.
The rest of these guys are going to clean up pars. So nobody really making a move off this chase card except for Kyle battling with you right now for that third place spot, as Fish and Simon continue to battle for the lead. Simon on pace, he's getting his birdies where he needs to, and Fish really needs to make a move, being 3 strokes back at this point.
Yep. All right, hole 11. This is a downhill 458-footer. And really, there's nothing in your way. Just like Steve said, you really got to judge your distance. So throw your most confident right to left disc.
Yeah, and the trouble is the woods on the left-hand side. That's where you can kind of get yourself into rough shape. Otherwise, you should be putting. That was a really good shot out of Simon, putting it right next to the basket.
Yeah, put the pressure right back on Fish to answer that. Let's see, Rob. Oh, that's looking nice.
Yeah, it actually, in that flight, really kind of flattened nice for him. And gosh, he's throwing some amazing shots. Yeah. That's trusting your disc downhill.
Exactly. Fish with Simon under the pin really needs to get this one close. And does just that.
Yeah, really good shot out of Fish as well. You know, some of these holes do seem pretty remedial, but as you saw with the last card, you know, there was only one birdie out of that group. So
exactly.
Anything can happen on these touchy downhill shots.
I'm throwing stable fairway, and off the tee, we thought that was giving it a run, but it was just a little long.
Yeah, it looked like it was on a really good line, just a little bit deep. So here, moving over to hole number 12, we're going to see how these guys navigate this hole. And Kyle throwing the forehand roller, trying to get it up the hill, turning to the left.
Wow.
What a shot.
Unbelievable shot. That's as good as you'll ever see with the forehand roller on this hole.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do that.
Yeah, the backhand roller is common, but to get the sidearm is hard.
Devin couldn't get that flat enough. It still wanted to make that left-hand turn and unfortunately hit a branch. Dylan has certainly enough power to get up there, even with
he just blasts it through the branch all the way to the green.
Yeah, so hard to do. Steve, the more traditional roller shot here with a backhand roller, trying to get this hole. And last time he went deep, so he went past the basket up on that additional hill. Let's see if he can get it to stop this time.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful shot there by Steve. He's going to have about a 25-footer down the hill. I'm looking at just inside the circle. First miss of the day, really.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that looks like it's your first kind of flaw putting of the day. You've been hitting things way outside, not only everything short, but a lot of longer putts as well. And Fish is going to step up here for his birdie putt.
Classic Fish stretch. Stretch his calf out. Does his routine every time, make sure he feels comfortable. Drops it in right on the pole.
Yeah, we definitely have seen Fish's routine, having him on coverage for all three rounds. And if it says anything about putting and about preparation as a disc golfer, there's something to learn there, is stick to a routine. And he shows it working.
Yeah, no matter the distance, don't change what you do. All right, good birdies there by everybody besides myself, and we will move on to hole 12.
Yeah. So here's some putts. Devin didn't get all the way up there. Everybody else has a pretty good opportunity here for the birdie, so we'll see if we can't get 3 out of 4 on this hole is good.
Yeah, it's very impressive. This is a short hole, but it's really hard to get to the green.
Dylan converts.
Nice putt by Dylan. Get to 1 under for the round. He's looking to make a move coming down the home stretch.
Kyle is sitting right there. Steve is right behind the basket, too. These guys.
Wow, Kyle's got a really good round going. 5 under through 12.
These guys made the hole look easy. And Devin almost got up there, too. Had he just gotten that a little bit to flat, it would have been fine. And Steve with another birdie as well. So Steve's struggling back and forth a little bit, has some overstrokes, has a bunch of birdies. But, again, we're now getting into the stretch of holes. 13 is a little bit tougher, but the rest of those holes are birdieable. So looking at hole 12, we've got the low ceiling. That is immediately the first thing that you see from the tee box. You've got to choose whether you're going to throw a roller, and you have to get up to this upper plateau. And that's where you're going to get your putt.
Yeah, low ceiling with an uphill shot equals a really small gap. Simon's going roller to make the gap as big as possible. And just sailed it a little bit.
He's still going to have a good look, though. I mean, he's got an opportunity for birdie from there without having to worry too much about the putt getting away from him, just from the angle of where he's throwing from. Let's see what Rob can do. It doesn't help this is an elevated tee pad, too. So as the tee pad is up high, it makes that low ceiling even more difficult.
Fish, just good reset. Don't force anything. He knows he really needs this one with Simon just a little off the green. Oh, and that is textbook.
A really good shot out of Fish. You can't play the hole better.
No, flawless shot right there. I'm looking to follow that.
Resetting there as well.
Yep, I'm going fairway driver, just trying to get it up high enough.
And you made it up top. I mean, that's going to give you a good putt at this thing. So let's take a look at Kyle teeing off on hole number 13. Again, another big downhill shot. Angle control is extremely important.
Oh, this looks amazing.
Well, it's playing through those woods. It's got to come out, and it looks like it.
Wow. That almost looked like it hit some spectators down there. That was so far. Holy crap.
I don't even know what to say about that drive. And Dylan turning it over too much, it looks like. It's pretty easy to get yourself in trouble over there on the right-hand side. Now, Kyle miraculously did not hit anything and went all the way down to almost where you're punching into on your second shot.
Yeah, Kyle's definitely on the green. Steve's going with that long-range roller, which is a really good play on this hole.
Yeah, incredible that he can get that thing to drop down so far down the fairway. And he's sitting right in the sweet spot as well.
Perfect drive by Steve. Let's see what Devin can do. Ooh, a little too much hyzer off the hand.
Yeah, that's the safe shot, though. I mean, because he's going to be out there in the middle of the fairway with nothing in his way.
Yep.
But it's really tough to punch into the woods from where he's at.
All right, back to 12. Let's see if Rob can convert this 50, 60-footer up the hill.
And this is the common landing area for most golfers is on that hillside. You just don't have enough, or it's tough to get up to that plateau. So
Simon with Fish parked really needs this one.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
What? Sails it. You don't see Simon airball too often. So I'm trying to get this one. Oh, just didn't get my legs behind it. 2 misses in a row at the wrong time.
Yeah, and really watching Kyle throw his drive on the next hole is he's going to be putting pressure on you. And here's Simon for his par, and he ends up putting it in. That was important.
Yes, very important. Simon's got a kind of a roller coaster start, but smoothing out with some birdies. But Fish with this to cut it back to 2 strokes with a few holes left.
Yeah, Fish's card. I mean, that one blemish on hole number 9, he has to be thinking about that just a little bit. Or maybe not. It looks like he's fine mentally as he's running through this course, getting as many birdies as he can.
Oh, here's Kyle for eagle. Wow, he did get all the way in there.
He got to, like, the landing zone of your second shot. Like, that is incredible that he got down there.
Yeah, that's about a 650-foot drive. It's miraculous.
Devin getting it just not high enough to get it to the chains. The tricky little green here, though. That slight elevation there, and if you end up going a little bit too deep through here, it drops back down, so it kind of just plays with your head a little bit.
Yeah, and if you hit the basket, you can get some weird, funky rolls off those mounds. Okay, Steve for birdie. He's really going to want to get this one. Oh, man, just not his day with the putter.
No. Yeah, it definitely a tricky green. As you can see now, Devin is still having a slightly uphill putt. He shouldn't have any problem with this, though. Devin's such a good putter.
Yeah, good par for Devin. No harm there.
These guys look like they're just going to be cleaning up. But what a beautiful day out at the Steel Club today. With the slight breeze, you can see how nice and sunny it is. Everybody out really enjoying themselves.
Mm-hmm. Kyle looking to tap in his easy birdie to continue his hot round going.
Yeah. Kyle definitely putting on a clinic today on how he just has some miraculous shots, some shots that I haven't seen very many people be able to pull off.
Yeah, very impressive power.
So hole 13, downhill, you can play the safe shot out into the middle of the fairway and then have this as your second shot, trying to get something to move right to left back to this pin location. It is tricky. The approach shot is definitely the hardest part of this hole, with the tee shot being pretty available to throw any type of shot. As you can see, Fish going with a roller.
Really good line, just like Steve. Even better. Wow, that's way up there.
Yeah, it actually was really close to where Steve ended up, and Steve had a pretty routine up and down from there. So good shot out of Fish. See how aggressive Simon decides to get here.
Simon immediately said that was the worst shot he's ever thrown in his entire life.
As he is really flirting with hole 17.
Yeah,
actually.
he threw it to the whole other side of the course there.
You shouldn't be able to get there.
No.
Rob throwing a really good angle shot, had just enough angle on it to get it to turn slightly to the right and then back out here to the middle on the left-hand side.
Yeah,
so,
Rob is really good with those hyzer to flip and glide out shots.
Yeah.
That was perfect. I'm looking to just go left to right, big turnover, try and punch the gap like Kyle did.
It's definitely turning to the right for you, but just catches that high stuff.
Just a little too high. I knew it out of my hand.
So here's hole number 14. Very straightforward drive out of Kyle. You just want to put something out and get it to stick in those trees, and that can't be, oh gosh. Kind of kicked off of that tree.
Yeah.
If he would have stayed right there, it would have been less of a tester, but we'll see how he can manage that.
It's definitely a little windy. With a big hyzer like this, you got to judge the wind and your stability just right.
Dylan putting that way out to the right. It's coming back, and he's going to have a very long look.
Oh, and it's rolling away. Yeah, chalk that one up for a par probably. Steve really needing to make a move these final 5 holes. Ooh, that looks really good.
Got a good line coming in. He's a little bit short, but he's going to be inside the circle for that putt.
Wide open downhill putt.
Devin throwing it out low and to the right, but that has some good stability to it, and it looks like it's coming back right at the basket.
Oh, that's the shot. Perfect shot by Devin.
So here we are back on hole number 13. Fish's roller, you can see how close he is. All he has to do is get up and down here. He's put himself in a great spot.
Oh, the last tree. He was screaming at that thing to miss that tree.
And Rob just hits the last tree as well. He's going to have a longer look than he wanted.
Yeah, here's where Simon's second ended up. So he's really scrapping, just trying to get up there.
He's close enough. He should be okay for a par putt there.
Yeah, having to work hard for this one. I had a good second shot, but I hit one of those last trees. Kind of in the intermediate, go for it, layup zone. Just don't mess up.
I find myself in that spot a lot on this hole.
Yeah.
Rob just tickling the chains and ends up back where Simon's disc is. This is clutch here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Fish. Getting another stroke at best.
Yeah, he knows what that's worth. That was a really good putt, and he needed to make that. And now Simon feeling the pressure.
Yeah, Simon really needs this one.
Able to convert.
Yeah, a little high, but it's good. 5 more holes to go. Simon's got a 2-shot lead.
Let's see if Rob can clean this up. He's going to take a bogey. He was in the middle of the fairway out
Yeah.
there with a decent drive, and that just shows you how difficult it is to access this green. It doesn't take much, and you get yourself 2 or 3 shots trying to access where these guys are
Oh,
putting
excuse
from
me.
here.
Fish actually cut it to 1 stroke. Going with 5 holes left, it's a 1-stroke game.
And you can see, even though Dylan's wide open out there, it's tricky. It's uphill. You got some wind playing with you a little bit. Kyle really having to stretch out to get around this tree.
From about 28. Oh, smooth putt by Kyle. Continue his hot round going. He's moved up to 21 under.
No problem for Kyle. He looks like he is really confident right now with everything he's doing. Every drive, every putt. Steve really would like to get this.
Taking his time, focused in, right in the heart. Good putt there by Steve. Looks like that back might be a little tender.
Yeah, he was struggling a little this weekend, and just has to watch what he does. The back is not something as a disc golfer that you want to mess with at all. Yeah. You got to take care of yourself. So Devin's going to tap in. That was an easy birdie for him. That's exactly what he wanted. And then Dylan for his par. So hole number 14, really straightforward. You're playing out to this grouping of trees. Now, a lot of things can happen. You can have some rollaways. There is a slope that moves from your left to your right. But this is one of the holes you step up to and you say, all right, I got to put it close.
Yep, but it's just far enough that it's not a routine birdie. You got to give this one a lot of juice. Wow, just like Fish. That's perfect shot.
Yeah, really good at a Fish. Putting the pressure back on Simon, knowing that he's only got 1 stroke to make up here. Simon taking something stable out and just giving it what he can.
Yeah, a little wide and deep. But he should be looking at, that's about a 30-footer. So he's got a tester to keep up with Fish.
And Dustin, you're trying to keep up with Kyle as he's playing some really good golf, vying for that spot, and just left it a little bit high there.
Yeah, just didn't hit it like I wanted it. I left myself about a 40-footer down the hill.
See if Rob can bounce back from the bogey on hole number 13. This seems like a hole that is right in his wheelhouse of distance, and he's been pretty accurate with these drives.
That looks great with the roll.
Wow.
Oh, just stop rolling.
And this is what we're talking about, is exactly this, is that he put himself in a great spot and that slow roll down that hill as soon as it stood on edge. So I hope that Rob can convert on that.
Yeah, brutal.
So hole number 15, again, it requires a low shot. Kyle did not get the power on that he wanted, and is going to leave himself outside of right at circle 2 probably.
Yeah, that was landing it too short. This one you really want to play that skip, but you got to sail it at least 250 feet before you hit the ground.
Too wide out of Steve. You can see his back is bothering him. You could see the grimace on his face as soon as he let go of that. He just basically wants to wrap things up, probably.
Yeah, he's ready to throw the flag in. All right, let's see what Devin can do. Well, that's perfect height.
Just doesn't get the flare that he wanted out of it. He's going to be
stuck him right behind a tree.
Right behind that tree with a death putt behind it. Dylan trying something different here.
I was wondering if I was going to see this. This sets up really good for this hole.
Yeah, the wind may not have allowed that to get back as much as it wanted to there.
Yep.
And you can see he's even outside of where Devin is. So that's going to be a tough putt.
Mm-hmm. I got about a 40, 45-footer straight downhill. Definitely running this.
Oh man, that was so close. Where are you going? All right, it curled up.
And they just trickle away. Oh, I thought I had that one. Rob from similar, but going up the hill.
Oh, I was rooting for him.
Yeah.
Knowing where his disc landed.
I know. What a bad break that was.
You wanted him to get the birdie so bad. And Simon, really important putt here.
Clutch.
Just like there's no pressure, you know.
Super
But
clutch.
he can feel it right now. I mean, you know that he's feeling fish on his heels.
Yeah, he told us all that was the putt. He needed that one more than most.
Let's see if you can convert.
Yeah, it's definitely a little hot and muggy out there. Just making sure my grip's right. Coming down the stretch, can't afford any costly bogeys.
Good job of taking your time, making sure that you were right in the head before you let go of that disc. Because taking a bogey here would not have been optimal after a decent drive and a good birdie look. And fish with just the easy tap in here.
Perfect drive. Easy putt. Keep it one stroke with 4 holes to go.
Yeah, Rob, unfortunate with the rollaway there, but he's going to tap in his par. And now we're looking at these putts. This is a death putt. If you do miss it, if you run this thing, it's easy to go over that hillside and not have a very good look coming back. So,
Man, Steve can barely pick up his mini. All right, Dylan from about 40 has to deal with this one tree on the right. Just inside of it. Oh, that was a good looking putt.
Here's Devin having to straddle around this tree. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a putt there from Devin.
Really not a bad back nine
Yeah.
if you're looking at it. He's got a few birdie holes here coming down the stretch, so he can make a move.
Yeah.
This is a big putt for Kyle. He's confident. He's putting well. Is he going to go for this?
Yeah, slight left to right wind. Oh, man. Just held it out to the right.
That was the safe spot, though. I mean, that's what you expect. He certainly wasn't going to miss that putt left. So these guys are going to clean up. And again, as we go through this stretch of especially 15, 16, and 17, they are all short par threes, a chance to move and get some birdies going down the stretch, improve upon some of the mistakes that maybe you made earlier in the round. This is a very important part of the course.
Look at that round for Kyle. He's sitting at 8 under, going into the easiest hole on the course. So.
And he birdied a stretch of 11 through 14 that is very hard to get. So hole number 15, again, the low-hanging branches here is the real obstacle, and then not to mention obviously the green with the drop-off behind it. But you really want to throw something low, skip shot. You saw Dylan try to throw the forehand roller and get it to curl back to where the basket is. You can kind of pick your poison a little bit, but more traditionally we're going to see backhand hyzer shots out of these guys.
Ooh, it looks great from Fish. Yep. Gives himself about a 25-footer. That was about perfect. Simon pressures on him to match Fish.
Just smooth.
And
what a smooth shot.
He throws it flawless. It's a tap-in birdie. I'm looking to follow Simon's line.
Little inside. You can get fortunate through there, and you do. And a little roll to the hole as well.
Was not my intended route, but I'll take it.
And Rob super early with the skip, and he's going to end up well short of the basket. So here, moving on to hole number 16. This is where you're just staring the basket down. You can really get aggressive. You've got a nice backstop. And this is one of the holes that you definitely have to get the birdie on.
This is a mandatory birdie. I'm surprised no one got the ace on this one during the tournament. It's just sitting right there ready for it.
Yep, no tournament aces through the entire Lost Valley.
Oh, Kyle running it. That was so close.
These are the holes where you certainly have the opportunity to do it. And Steve, let's see how aggressive he can get. And yeah, he is just in pain. He needs to get off the course. He'll have a putt from there, but you can tell.
Yeah, he's limping home.
And Dylan knows out of his hand he didn't put that flat enough.
Wow,
and
yeah,
just
that's a very errant throw there for Dylan.
So let's see. Rob's got a long look here for his birdie. just not high enough. Really good line.
Yeah, Rob's a great putter. We all thought that was in for sure.
Here we go. Fish's step away routine. No stretching, but he put it in.
Wow, Fish with an amazing 6 in a row after that bogey to just keep the pressure on Simon.
And double turkey is something that you don't see out here very often.
Simon tapping in his birdie.
Yeah, with 3 holes to play, things are still very, very interesting. Good result for you with a good birdie.
Yeah, just couldn't get the putter going enough, but no bogey so far on the day, so solid round.
Rob tapping in his par. We'll see what these guys can manage as far as putting. Dylan, the furthest out, but still can be very aggressive with the putt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really want to get this one.
Just too high, and it does sit down for him.
All right, let's see if Steve can jam one home.
Really focused on
what
a great
putt. Like a champion he is, with the sore back and all.
Yeah, that was a really big putt for him, just to get some confidence to be able to play the last 2 holes.
Yeah.
He misses that putt, and the mood kind of doesn't maintain for him to be able to focus on finishing up here. Devin with a pretty routine birdie putt. He's playing some decent golf here going down the stretch as well, picking up birdies where he needs to.
Yep. Devin making a late push.
That was a nice turkey with a good putt on the last hole too. Dylan's going to tap in his par here.
Kyle, man, he was so close to the hole-in-one. Continue his hot round going.
Yeah, he's sitting at 22 under par at this point. You're sitting at 19 under par at this point.
He's pulling away from myself.
Yeah. But hole 16, as we said, it's time to get aggressive. This is where you can really kind of run. You don't have much in your way. You do not want to be on the right-hand side with that tree blocking you. That's really the only obstacle. If you miss left, you still got an open putt to the basket.
Yep.
But you just don't want to miss right.
Oh, Fish dialed this one in.
Wow. Really good shot. That's
Right.
going to be a tap-in birdie.
Yeah, right in that little hole in the ground, which is I call the birdie pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Simon wanted an ace so bad. Oh, and that looked like it was going in the basket.
Still kept him about 20 feet out, but he definitely hit that branch. And if you hit that branch and roll backwards, that's where the hole can get tricky as well. But, I mean, as straightforward as it gets, you're throwing a nice low liner. Looks like you're going to make that little pocket a little bit up on top of it. Actually, probably will give you a better look at the basket.
Mm-hmm. Rob's perfect hole for his little hyzer to flat.
Just skips it up onto the dirt there.
Yep.
He's going to be inside the circle looking at that putt. On hole 17, most of the people that I saw play this hole were taking this hyzer line. And Devin back in bounds.
What a shot by Devin. It's really hard to get one up to the basket on this hole.
And Kyle, errant shot there. It's going to leave it short, but it's going to be a tough putt.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are all taking that wide hyzer, which is not very open. I'm pretty surprised by that. But Steve has a look. He's about 30, 35 feet.
There's really 3 gaps, straight, slight hyzer, and forehand line, but these guys are all taking the 4th gap way outside. Dylan with a great shot.
Wow, they're making it look like the routine route.
Might have to try that.
Yeah. I got 1 foot in the thorns, but make the putt.
Really good putt.
Yeah, can't miss this hole.
Not with everybody else staring it down and up there for birdie. You can see Fish is right there, so it is going to be a tap in. Simon able to convert.
Simon keeps the pressure on Fish. He's got his 1-stroke lead with 2 to go.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Fish is the one applying all the pressure. He's the one that had nothing to lose when this round started. So he is going super aggressive. Rob just sneaking that in.
Low left, uphill, but it stays in. That's all that matters.
Again, really good to see Rob on the coverage and kind of highlight one of the local guys on lead card. It was awesome to have him on here.
Great guy, super fun to play with.
And Fish tapping in, so he's going to move on. Fish is basically doing everything he can at this point.
Wow, Fish has 7 birdies in a row.
So here's Kyle's attempt.
Yeah, boy.
Wow. I don't know if he thought that was going in. It looked like it just caught the top of the basket and snuck over the edge. So good putt. You know, he definitely threw it soft enough to avoid the OB, but
let's rewind that. Yeah, I want to watch that again.
Yeah, perfect angle. Get up. Oh,
wow. Kyle, what a round, man. He is golfing today.
Yeah, nothing. He can't do anything wrong at this point. So it's always good when you have those days where you feel like just everything you're throwing up there either is super close or goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Steve with a tricky look off the top, but stays safe.
Dang. Wanted that one for Steve. Let's see if Devin can capitalize off that really good drive. Ooh. It stays in there.
Barely stayed in bounds, barely stayed in the basket, but Devin with 4 in a row, so he is cruising at this point.
Oh, Dylan with the awesome drive.
Yeah, perfect.
Par. That looked like a birdie to me.
Yeah, that was birdie. Steve is going to be tapping in his par here. He was the only one that is going to miss this hole. So these guys, Steve is probably happy to be walking up to the 18th tee box at this point. So these guys have 1 hole left, and let's take a look at this. You've got a straight gap at it where you can throw a putter mid-range up to the basket. A right side gap, you do have a forehand gap. They're all pretty difficult. It is not a very straightforward hole. Being as short as it is, it's tough. You can see Fish taking that right side gap. Boy, he did not throw that the way that he wanted.
That was his worst shot of the day at the worst time for that.
And Simon taking the putter down that traditional hyzer line and got himself up there pretty close. We'll see if he can convert that putt.
Yeah, I like going this left sidearm route and hope to bounce up the hill. It's just a little more open on the green, but just didn't throw it.
Yeah, didn't get it left enough.
Yeah.
Rob looking at your line saying, I can do that. And he hits the other one. So you got to be between your 2 shots.
Oh, whoa. And it's rolling. Rob's gotten all the bad breaks.
And up on top of the world here on 18, Devin throwing a really good-looking shot out of his hand. It just needs to avoid the hazard coming in.
If you hit those trees, you usually drop in a perfect place. So great shot by Devin. Looks to be safe. Kyle trying to finish his amazing round off with another birdie.
What a beautiful tee shot with the valley in the background.
Just ripped that shot,
Kyle
too.
mashing it. And short of the bunker. So he's between he's between the bunker. But from there you have nothing in your way, and you can actually throw a routine shot up to the basket and hope to get your birdie.
Oh, man. If Dylan hits this right, a sidearm could get all the way to the basket.
Here we go. Come on.
Oh, just a little high, but he got the turn.
No, he got the turn on it. Look at this.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Just mashed. What a shot out of Dylan. Thank you, Dylan.
600-plus foot sidearm.
It's exactly what we wanted to see.
Unbelievable. Steve, he's got only a couple more throws left.
Strong hyzer out of his hand. Look at the glide on that disc.
Perfect line. Yeah, that's the flawless shot.
Yeah, that's textbook. That's exactly what this hole was designed to look like with that shot. And Steve should have a pretty easy approach shot up to the basket.
Yep.
And Rob rolled.
Yep, just chipping it up.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Playing with fire, but he'll get the easy par.
Here's an uphill birdie putt. Can you do it one more time before this round is over? Because this is right where you've been hitting them all day.
Almost. It's just the OB is so close. It's really hard to get that one high enough. Fish needing this really badly.
Such an important putt here. Going down the stretch, really needs to put some more pressure on Simon, and just misses it.
He thought
and
he
knows,
had that one.
He knows how important that putt was.
Man, 1 inch lower, that was in.
Simon tapping it in for birdie around the tree. That is really going to take the
Super
pressure
clutch.
off of Simon as they head to the 18 tee box, knowing that he has fish by 2 strokes. That is huge for Simon.
Yeah, Simon took a giant sigh of relief after making that putt. It's like we'll all clean up our pars.
Yep, and Rob flirting with danger there, but he's going to be tapping in his par as well.
We move on to 18. Simon with a 2-shot lead on going into the last hole.
Yeah, and it was not an easy round of golf for Simon. I would say that this was probably one of the more stressful rounds that he's had, knowing that he started with a 6-stroke lead. Devin making the huge birdie
what a
putt to
finish for Devin. 7 under for the round. That's actually a really good round after a slow start.
Making the family proud. Thank you, Devin. And Steve here for his birdie putt to finish up and be able to get home and rest his back. Really good putt. Good
Nice.
finish out of Steve.
Yeah, great finish out of Steve. Kind of limped home, but 5 downs. Nothing to shake your head at.
Super proud to have Steve back every year for the event down here.
All right, Kyle, this is for birdie and to complete his amazing final round and pretty much lock up that 3rd place position.
I love seeing Kyle do what he did this weekend too, and just showing us how good of a player he is.
Yeah, he played amazing all weekend. Finish it in style.
Oh yeah,
Nice. What a round. 11
Look at
under on the day.
yeah. I mean, he went 7 for 8 there down the stretch on 11 through 18 to really kind of solidify and put. I mean, he did what he needed to not give 3rd place to you as you were charging from. Well, you were playing extremely well on lead card.
Yep. We were tied going into the round, so I knew Kyle was probably my main competition for that 3rd place position.
Good to see Dylan out there playing as well. Hole number 18, certainly one of the more iconic holes in the Valley. Really good finishing hole. You have danger with the golf green and the hazard. You can really lose something without controlling the angle of your disc off the tee box here. And if you end up going right, you're in trouble. So let's see if Simon can get off the tee with a really good-looking drive. It just needs to hook up and go left.
Simon said he was going to lay up, and then he grabbed his ultra-distance driver and ripped it as hard as he possibly could. Well, that's a Simon layup for you.
He put it in a really good spot. And Fish, you can see angle control. He is losing this to the right. It is going to go into the trees there, fall down into where the gallery is. And that is not going to be an easy up and down for him.
Fish knew he needed something special, so he threw his flippy one, but just didn't get it right. I'm trying to follow Simon's line, but pulled it a little right.
It's going through the gap, though.
Yeah, I made it through the gap, hit that tree, and fell right down to a good spot.
Oh, perfect. I see it there. So short of the hazard, you're going to be wide open looking at the basket. Rob stepping up and ripping something out. Looks like it's turning over just a little bit, but should come back.
Yeah, he's kind of over near Fish. They're both landed in a very similar spot.
You can see Fish here with just not a whole lot he can do, and that basically is going to sum up.
That wraps it up there.
The tournament, and
Fish.
Simon's watching this before he even throws his second shot, knowing that he's fine at this point. Really good forehand out of Fish to get himself up there.
Yeah, what a round by Fish to just keep Simon on his toes.
Looks like Rob was in the exact same place that Fish was and throws a forehand, but
hit something early. And all he'll have is a little chip up and down to get his par.
Simon's last approach shot of the tournament, he definitely sent that out to the right. and left himself a bigger uphill putt.
Yeah,
But
that was not a good shot by Simon, but he didn't need a great one.
Nope. He can make that and win. He can lay it up and win. So he has no pressure whatsoever. You left yourself just a touch short there, being in a good spot, but it's definitely inside the circle.
Rob from about 250, perfect shot. He'll complete his round with a
And
par.
this for the win for Simon Lizotte.
From about 40.
No problem.
Right in the heart. Clutch work by Simon. Get the final 5 holes with Fish pressing hard.
Yeah, amazing. A lot of pressure on Simon to get the win done, but extremely proud that he came in and was able to compete the way that he did and take home the victory.
Yep, super fun to play with Simon.
Oh, and just missing a
Yeah,
little bit low.
Kind of the story of the tournament for me. Just couldn't capitalize on all the putts, but still played a great round and a great event.
Yeah, no, we enjoyed having you out here too for this, and Fish here to get his par, and what a tournament!
Wow,
What a
12
round.
under with the bogey.
Fish played fantastic,
Yeah.
and we were super happy to have him back here again to compete. He is a past champion, and you could tell how bad he wanted it.
Yeah. He had nothing to lose and put it all out there. Great round by Rob. Super fun to play with him. And what an event.
Yeah, so that brings the Lost Valley Open 2020 to a wrap. We want to give a big thank you to the venues at AGA as well as the Steel Club, all of our sponsors that came out and made this happen. As you can see, Simon 32 under and Fish at 29 under. So it was a lot closer than that heading down the stretch. And then Kyle coming back and getting third place. So super proud of Kyle for what he did.
Yeah, smoking hot 11 under from the chase card.
Connor Indy stepping up and playing an amazing round of golf as well, Discmania Zone. Big thank you to our sponsors that showed up and helped with the vending and getting everything done. Between Disc Insanity, go see those guys, as well as Brian Buchanan. And we just want to give a big shout out to Birdie Disc Golf and Discmania for making this event possible. Dustin, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. We'll see you next year.
Simon, congratulations, you're the 2020 Lost Valley Open champion. How does that feel, first of all?
Feels pretty good, man. When I woke up this morning, I thought I would have like a easy day because this course lays out for me so perfect. I mean, but then Fish started to just like park every hole, and it didn't really get into my head until I got the double bogey back there, which I don't know what was going through my head, and then I started doubting everything. But I connected on some pretty good putts at the end because I knew Fish was not going to miss, and then 17 was like an inch high maybe. Yeah, it came down to the wire, and it was like the most stressful 6-stroke lead I've ever played, that's for sure.
As that round felt like it was starting to slip away, what were you trying to tell yourself to hang in there and hold on for the win?
I just kept telling myself, man, why do you always like make it so stressful for yourself? I couldn't believe what was happening. I mean, all props to Fish, he was just playing so well, and I thought, I mean, I had so many doubts out there, but I think my putt here on hole, 14? 15? I think it's 15. No, 14. It's, that was important that I made that. That was like the moment where I was like, okay, if that goes in, then I could just ride it out from here and hoping that he'll make a mistake. And 17 came to my savior, basically.
Simon, thanks very much, and congratulations again on your victory.
Thank you.
How do you feel now coming just short behind Simon?
I mean, I played really well today. I think there's 16 holes out here that I can get, and I got darn near all of them. So I'm really satisfied to have put myself in the position that I did. You know, it's easy to go up and count mistakes throughout the 3 days of the tournament, and you know, I'm feeling like myself again. Today was just like good execution, and you know, it was the opposite of Simon. He had a 6-stroke lead to start, and I had a good clearance on a bunch of people in third place. So I got to play with nothing to lose, and embrace that mentality until I got a little tight, throwing the upshot on hole 9.
Hole 9 did seem to have your number this weekend. Tough score for you there on Friday and again today. How do you shake that off and keep moving forward to try and keep up that pursuit on Simon?
How did I shake that off?
Yeah.
I mean, every other hole after that is attackable. The annoying thing about that is I never got to practice the tee pad, so I didn't know how far to throw it. So I just kind of had to watch and try to make it happen. Today I felt like I threw a decent drive, and then the wind just pushed my upshot so far. Afterwards, it was kind of back to attack mode, where I was the trailer, but I felt like I had put enough in the bank that I wasn't really going to be caught from behind.
Andrew Fish, thanks very much, and congratulations again. Just an extremely entertaining round from you. Thanks very much.
For sure. Thank y'all so much.
Woo!